It is Monday, September the 29th. I feel old. I feel very old. Tom, how you doing, brother?
I feel young, man.
Move that thing out of the way.
It's water.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
not
great.
water. It's sparkling water. Yeah, because you're 30.
I feel great. Happy birthday,
You're not 30,
man.
you're 33. Thank you very much. I had the longest 10 to 12 days of my entire year.
Wow.
So I'm like really low energy today.
You're low energy Jeb today.
Is that what he called them?
Yeah, a low energy Jeb.
Oh, that's not as bad as crooked Hillary and stuff. What's up, folks? Drop a comment. Say what's up. Or be like this guy who says, happy birthday, brother. God bless you and your family. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Tom, we had festivities yesterday.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Thank you. By the
Man,
way,
the food at your birthday was
fire.
spectacular.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I cooked it all.
I really, if this was me, like, before I felt like I was pre-diabetic a few years ago, I would have probably cleaned that entire table. Like, there were so many good things to eat.
The pastries and stuff like that?
Yeah, I went back for seconds and thirds, not pastries, but for the food. And then I realized no one else was coming up. So every time I would just walk past the area, I would just grab something to eat. And
Did you have the little Basturma egg rolls?
yes, I did.
Dude.
Delicious.
Bro.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Big shout out, by the way, to the place we got the food from.
Yeah,
But they would have to sponsor me for me to give their name
very
out.
good. I would probably use them.
I'm joking, by the way. The spot was, it's called Carousel.
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 For
Carousel for all the
carousel.
Carousel. Yeah, it was very good food. Impressed. And I actually told my wife to cancel from there.
Wow.
So, and then I changed my mind because I love Middle Eastern, like Arabic appetizers. But I don't like the way they cook their main dishes. Like I'm too much of a Hayastansi and a Barskai to enjoy the way they make like their lule or their kubidas or their lule kebabs.
Kebabs.
Did you
Lule
like the
kebabs.
names? So a lot of the entire thing was absolutely a surprise for me in the sense that I didn't know anything. I didn't have time. I didn't have the energy to work on the birthday, so my wife did all the planning. You and your wife helped out a lot, and some other people. And thank you guys for all of that. But like, I showed up, and the food had specific names.
Yes.
And they were funny. It was hilarious, right? The one that made me really, like, it was really bad. I think the chikyufta, which is, by the way, for those who don't know, chikyufta is raw beef. It's raw.
Yeah,
but
like
it's
straight raw.
It's ground beef. It's made a certain way and all that stuff. And I think it was called something like something of the mortars.
What the heck?
Yeah, and I was like,
That's a weird name. Who chose the name? Your wife?
yeah.
My goodness.
My favorite one was the cosmological kebab. It said every bite has a cause. So they have subtitles. I kept those. I think, or we kept them. They're sitting somewhere in the house. I should have brought them to read them. They were funny.
And we're gonna eat some of that food after this.
Something
stream, huh?
tabule. The tabule was.
Oh, I have the tabule. It was called the
teleological tabule.
Teleological tabule.
that
It
was
was a
good.
video, so it was.
Yeah, that was good. So, true dinosaur land. This guy. Those Ashta cups.
Somebody broke one of your statues too.
Big shout out to Taste of Motherland.
Hmm.
That's my sister-in-law who made the desserts. Phenomenal desserts. And that's what this guy talking about. Jesse's in the house. This guy corrected him. So he's Tavalodet Mubarak. I'm about to be 37 or 38. You're not old. I don't know. You don't know your birthday, bro? Dan. So
I might be 37.
I'm about to be 37 or 38. Which one?
By the way, no one's ever explained that to me, like how it works.
Like birthdays?
So when you're 0 and you turn so
What are you talking about?
you've already lived 40 years. So you're not technically 40, right? You're 41. You would have been 40 before your birthday.
Bro, you live a year
Right.
and you're 1.
No, because you're 2.
How?
One it's you're past 1.
What do you mean?
You've already lived 1 year when you're 1.
You live a year and they go 1. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I that's a bad explanation.
You're young. Happy birthday. I know I'm young, man. You guys, I don't. By the way, I have no problem aging. Other than the aches and pains and all that stuff, but like it doesn't bother me. Some people like feel really awkward and weird getting older. I like getting older. Like I'm wiser and I can like tell people to do stuff. It's great. I can be grumpy and people just go, "Oh, he's old. It's okay."
Yeah, I always look back at like people that didn't make it to my age. I'm like, wow, like I made it to this age and all these people didn't. And then so that's what kind of keeps you going. You know what I mean?
That's dark.
Is that weird? Is that dark?
If I had that button that Rustan has, darkness. That was
I
dark.
feel like that's how it is. You just look
that
back
was
and you're like, wow, at least I
really-
made it to 40.
That was really
A
dark.
lot of people
Big
didn't.
shout out to Excellence for the super chat in pounds, baby. Are pounds worth more than dollars right now since Trump's been president? I don't know. You
They've
guys
always
see.
been, I feel like.
Yeah. Live live at 3 past the o'clock. It's the birthday boy. Happy birthday, Arthur. God bless you, sir. Arthur's right. That's for you, Tom.
You should show some pictures of your birthday.
Is it like tartar or different raw beef? It's probably different.
Honestly, I don't like it, man. It's
You don't like chicken
no. I mean, I've tried it.
I
but
love it. You need to hang out
it's
with
not really my
Beyrouthis
thing.
more. It's great. You don't know what you're talking about. Bro, these names. Yeah. I got a list of them. Should I like have my wife bring them so we can read them? They're great. Taste of Motherland's desserts make me want to sing in Arabic. The American education system in action. Wow, Tom, you just got roasted
Wait, what is this about?
about you counting. This
Guys,
guy's like, I'm
you
born
haven't
in
logically
87.
thought about it.
He said, I'm born in 1987. I forget my age.
That's not that old, man.
Yeah, good, bro.
But no, seriously, that's still not a good explanation.
Okay, so are you counting by birthday or conception date? Okay, so it's not called a conception date. That it's a birthday, which is when you're born. So in the womb doesn't count.
No, you're not understanding. If you're 29 years old, according to modern culture, right? If you're 29 years old and you're about to turn 30, well, you're already in your 30th year. You're living in your 30s. And then when you turn 30, it's a completion of 30 years. So you're technically not 30 anymore. You would have been 30 at 29, right? Because you're in your 30th.
It's like you've made it to 1.
Yeah, I mean, good for you. But
You've lived
yeah, it's
a
like
year,
behind you.
and so you're 1.
Yeah, I guess. Whatever. If you
And
guys
then
want to
you
think about
live
it. I don't
another
think about
year.
it like that, by the way.
Brother, that's the way counting works.
No, I think that's wrong.
What do you mean?
I totally disagree with that.
Okay, look, 0.
My wife is 29 right
Listen
now.
to me. Listen, let's just basic counting, okay? 0, just take a timeline. There's 0, right?
Yeah.
There's a certain amount of points, right? Till you get to 1.
Yes.
Okay, then it's 1. And then you get a certain amount of points, and it's 2.
So are you 0 before you're 1? So like when your 6-month-old is walking around, do you say they're 0?
No, that's why you say it's 6 months.
Okay, so if you're 1 and 1 month, why don't you say I'm 1 and 1 month? What?
You can.
Why do you say I'm
I mean-
1?
Oh my gosh.
See, I got you there. That's a pretty good argument.
No, it's not.
Because you.
Okay, I'm
All right,
just going to
whatever.
talk.
Okay. I'm right. On this one, I'm right.
Hey,
sure.
Chad, who wants to teach Tom how to count? Tom, look. I'm going to show you something. Okay, there's a cool pen. Look. Okay, you see? Like, what is that? Like,
Yeah, okay.
okay. You see?
Okay.
And then we go 1. We should put 0.5. Okay?
Yeah, so you're trying to say, what are you trying to say here?
I'm saying there's a number of points before you get to 1.
Okay. Yeah, but that
And you
that
go
doesn't
1!
matter.
We got to 1!
But you're not 1 anymore. It should be like, you shouldn't say I'm 1. You should say I've completed 1 year.
Oh my God.
You get what I'm saying? Because it's a completion. Because it doesn't make sense. If that was the case, then when you're 3 months old, they would say he's 0. Like they wouldn't say 3 months.
No, you just don't count in increments like that. Like when a baby is born, usually parents be like, "Wait, well, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, year." But then it's convenience. You don't go, "Oh, a year and 1 month."
Okay, so let me ask you a question. My wife is 29 years old right now. Okay, so this next year when she turns 30, okay, she's completed 30 years of her life.
Yes.
So she's not 30 anymore.
Oh my gosh! Of course she's completed 30. She's 30.
But she's in 31. Every day that she's living after the completion is in the 31st year. Or
no, it's if you want to be technical like that, it'll be like 30 plus 2 months.
Okay, bro.
30 plus,
this is not a hill I'm willing to die on.
Look, it'll be like 30 plus 3 months.
Yeah.
30 plus 4 months.
Yes.
But you don't say that. It's weird. Who talks like that? You just say 30.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm 30. I'm in the 30th plus year, right?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
That's fine.
It's good. We are actually having
calendar
a year
difference.
to maths education on Apologia Channel. But bro, stop hating, bro.
You guys are acting like you
Cancel
haven't
your
thought
tickets.
about that before. I'm the only one that's ever thought about how birthdays are off.
Oh gosh. We have a song we want to play.
Yes.
You are 40 years old, you are 40 years old, you are 40 years old today. You are 40 years old, you are 40 years old, you are 40 years old today. Happy birthday.
Kind of reminds me of the Big Bang Theory
Happy
introduction
birthday.
song. Intro.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
You are 40 years and 1 day.
Howdy, howdy, ho. You were born 40 years ago. Hip, hip, hooray. Howdy, howdy, ho. You were born 40 years ago. You are 40 years old. You are 40 years
I feel like this
old.
would
You
hit
are
the top of
40
the
years
charts.
old today. You
More
are
people
40
need to hear this
years
song.
old. You are 40 years old. You are 40 years old today.
Come on, Tom.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
You're 40 years old.
Great. Beautiful. That beats the happy birthday song, honestly.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
So,
Tom thinks
how
we
does it
count
feel?
age in the same way that we count centuries. Because Tom's a dinosaur. It's really old.
when one of you can answer to me why we don't call a 3-year-old 0, then I will give up my position.
Why would you call a 3-year-old 0?
I mean, as
A 3-month-old?
3-month-old 0.
You call it 3-month-old? 3 months old.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, gosh.
You're right.
Look,
You're
look,
proving my point. That's
look,
fine.
you count
I don't want to talk about
up
this
to
anymore.
a year by months, and then once you hit a year,
Why? Who
you-
decided that rule?
doesn't matter.
Oh, someone. It
No,
does
it
matter.
doesn't matter.
For someone into apologetics, you really are not
Oh
thinking
gosh,
very deeply
it doesn't
about
matter
this.
because I'm thinking rationally about
It should be. So
and
you should say, if someone says,
commonsensically
Arthur,
about it.
how old are you? The correct response, scientifically, by the way, would be, I'm in my 41st year of life.
Oh gosh.
Right? So you're 41. Congratulations.
Okay, we'll throw you. Well, throw in. I'm so confused at this comment. I'm sorry. Am I not able to read this?
Which one?
You can be a preemie. They go by due date, which is really weird, rather than birth date. Or you could be Korean and go by the year. Well, I don't want to be Korean because I'm not Korean.
Oh, Arnold, that's a
Armenian.
good one. 3-month-old post-birth is actually 1. Yeah. So
No,
either way,
it's not. No, it's not. Look, this guy's trying to bring his like pro-life thinking into this, and I share all those sentiments. It is not called the conception date. It's called a birth date. It is when you are born. You go through the birth canal and go, whoop, world. Stop doing that, you weird Christians.
Yeah, but if we started from the conception date, all these problems would be resolved.
No, they wouldn't be.
Yeah, because a 3-month-old would just be one, and then we could be honest about the rest.
You'd have the same argument.
No.
Oh, yes. Oh, plot twist.
Listen, humans weren't meant to figure all these questions out. We're fine with it. We're fine with the mystery of how births work, birthdays.
Jerome said, remember 3 minutes ago when he said, this isn't the hill I'm willing to die on? Liar! The birth date is different than your age.
No, see? That's right. Thank you. Finally, man. I feel like I thought I would never get support on this chat.
I think Arnold's right about that. Mm-hmm. Okay, in regards to your birth date is different than your age. But Tom's not right because Tom doesn't know how to count. Arnold's right. Okay, so Arnold's wrong about saying Tom is right. But Arnold's right in the sense
he's muddying the waters, guys.
It's from your conception that you've come into existence. And we're going to call that age. But your birth date is going to be very different.
Yes. I was trying to say what Arnold's saying. It just...
No, you weren't. You weren't having the conception argument. You were saying, no, man, you know, when you get to one...
Regardless, even in my ignorance, I was somehow right. Right? Like...
Oh, you're so bad. Hey, somebody got me a card.
Oh, this is cool.
Okay, I got a lot of cards yesterday. And I was very impressed by all the cards. Every card people got was unique and nice and stuff. But I want to showcase this one because it's so special. It looks like a you see that? It looks like a passport or like something the U.S. government sent me, like a certificate. And it's got the U.S. seal on it. You see that?
Presidential seal.
Presidential seal. It says, make your birthday great again. Okay, I was like, this is good. But it's a very thick card. Okay? And then I opened it up, so I'll hold it here.
Beautiful.
He said, I'll never say to your face that you're fired. I'll just say you're hired. This is great. We had the greatest birthday.
I can't believe you talk like that.
Some say he's the best. They say he's done it all. My voice is
You know, you're getting better at the accent.
I know.
I feel like if you were to watch some videos and actually pay attention a little more, you might get this
get it
fully
down. Yeah. Yeah, but it actually hurts.
Yeah.
Getting that raspiness kind of thing. And yeah, like some people who do entire dialogues, it's crazy.
Yeah, poor Trump. He actually talks like that. Poor guy.
Imagine Trump's been like pretending that his voice is actually like, well, hello there. How are you guys doing? I just met with Bibi Netanyahu, and he said, we're going to leave Gaza. We're going to leave it to all the Arabs and Muslims.
Aye.
Okay, that's actually good. Bro, this is an amazing card. I really like this card. I opened it up last night, and I was like, this is so cool. We're just going to keep playing this until it runs out of battery. By the way, I always wonder, these, Christmas and birthday cards.
You're trying to blow the candle.
It says blow here.
Oh, that's so funny.
I wonder if it does anything.
Oh, that's so cool.
I didn't realize that yesterday because I didn't read it.
That's good.
Hang on.
It's a different tune.
Hang on. That's hilarious.
That's so good.
The candle says blow here. So I want to see what it does.
To wish you a happy birthday. I would never say in your case that you're fired because you're doing too well.
I love the fireworks. Make a wish. Oh man!
More.
Beautiful.
This is the longest card I've ever seen.
That's epic, man.
It has different parts.
Is there anything else?
I don't know. Can I eat the cake? Bro, that's so
That's great.
funny. Oh, thank you for the person who got this. Appreciate you. And that was really cool. I can't believe we just discovered what it really does on live. Oh, man. Tom, do it the European way. European countries take it. Arthur has 40 years today. How old are you? How many years do you have? That's like the way they ask it.
That's the right way to do it.
How many years do I have? By the way, Armenians say it like that too.
How many years you got on you, bud? Bud.
I'm so happy that I'm not from the United States. Jerome
Who said that?
Jerome said that.
Jerome,
Bro,
man, watch out. Like, you're literally going to get interrogated by
Like,
the...
you better be careful.
Yeah,
You're
Border
literally
Patrol.
going to be coming to the United States.
This guy's going to walk in and be like, I really don't like it here.
We should take him to the White House. Hello. This British guy is defecting from the communist British government.
We should go to the airport when we pick up Jerome and just hold, like, fake signs about who he is.
Bro, that'd be hilarious.
Just have his face and then be like,
Oh, that'd be really fun.
congratulations on something.
Welcome, Mr. President.
Oh.
Jerome.
With, like, a random flag of
Yeah.
it, like, whatever country. Just
Yeah,
have
yeah.
it.
Just make up a country. Yeah. Zabutistan.
Zabutistan.
It's an Asian country. Right next to it's right
Kazakhstan.
next to Kazakhstan and Tajikistan. Zabutistan.
And then we'll play
He's the
some
great
song.
president of Zabutistan visiting the great America.
Are we doing 40 questions today?
We do whatever we want. It's my birthday. I cry if I want to.
That's funny.
We'll take questions, by the way. If you guys have questions, we'll totally do it. Tom, you know who was supposed to come to my birthday but didn't yesterday? I invited him.
Who?
Turn me down. Take a wild guess.
They turned you down?
Yeah, he said, I can't come.
Ruslan?
Ruslan couldn't come because he's traveling.
Oh,
That's
okay.
true.
So you did invite him.
But no, a certain gentleman, some certain Persian gentleman.
Oh, yeah. I heard.
Mr.
Pisabi
Pisabi
didn't
was
show up.
invited.
But
he was a
I think
no-show.
I think he signed up to the Praise with Reason conference. So
He signed up?
I should stop saying conference. By the way, I keep
It's not a
saying
conference.
Praise and Reason. Praise with Reason.
Dude, you did exactly what
worship.
Ruslan...
I know. By the way, we're almost getting full on that.
Yeah.
So
If you're around the area and haven't registered, you need to register.
yeah, it's almost done.
Yo. We got 2 weeks to the event, huh?
Yes. Actually, less. 11 days.
No.
Yeah. I mean, depends if you count today as a day. But that's another argument. I'm not going to go. That's worse than the birthday one.
Oh,
when you say
gosh.
how many days to something.
1,
I usually
2,
skip the
3,
day.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you
See,
count
did you
today.
count
Yeah, I
today?
count today. Yeah, today's... Yeah.
See, I never count the day I'm starting from. So I would never count the day. See, you have issues with the...
No, because... No, what are you talking about?
All right.
That's
This
fine.
is-
11
it's-
days. 11
yeah.
days it is.
11 days. 11 days to
11
go.
days.
That's exciting. But-
Netanyahu looks really depressed here. Look at this. Look at this thing. It's like someone beat him up. Look at it. Seriously, look.
Yeah. Poor guy.
It's like he went
Doing
into
his best.
impression.
Guys, I lost my wallet.
Oh man,
So,
bro, that was messed up.
can you guys believe it? I had $500 cash in there. I had $250 of gift cards. And then I had some chump change in there too. And I lost it all.
But the way you thought you lost it isn't the way you actually lost it.
No, I'm actually gonna show you guys. You guys want to see this? This is pretty epic. I'm gonna send this. First of all, I was committing like an illegal act while this whole thing was happening.
Well, is it really illegal?
And by the way, I didn't know stores have like cameras that capture the outside when you're walking like that far.
Yeah.
So you better be careful if you're like saying something stupid.
Well, you know, it's actually good because accidents happen, and a lot of times those cameras are what make the case. So like lawyers will go around businesses asking them if they have cameras that face the streets.
Yeah, so I went to a restaurant.
You actually want me to play this?
Let me send it to you.
You actually want me to play it?
Yeah, so
You sure?
Yeah, what's going to happen?
Oh, you run funny.
I look great. So I thought somebody might have stolen it at the restaurant, but check out what happened, guys. This is pretty epic. Yeah. So that's me. Are you showing it? Is it on screen?
You sure you want me to show this?
Yeah, man. Who cares?
Are you guys holding hands?
Yeah, we're being romantic, bro. Not knowing we're on camera.
Dude, what car is that?
It's a Rolls Royce.
Glendale.
I bought the Rolls out.
Glendale, look at this. This car. What's in front of it? Sheesh, it's expensive cars. Okay.
So guys, check this out.
This is
Check
what
this
happened
out.
to Tom, guys. It's very sad.
Very, very sad situation. Yeah.
This looks like some kind of a news report, like coming
I
through.
know.
A couple walking in
As
Glendale.
the couple was walking down the street, just past the Rolls Royce.
Look, you're on your phone, bro.
I'm on my phone. I'm telling my wife how much I love her. They skipped a little. Oh, you skipped a little.
No, we just did it.
Oh, okay. So this is the longer version of that guy, that sketch guy.
This guy?
No, he's not. Yeah, I think, but he does look a little sketch.
Yeah, but it's not. He's fine. And
Okay,
you
so
come
then
here.
we're waiting to cross the street, probably risking our lives here. By the way.
Yeah, there's a lot of cars on the road.
Yeah. Look at that.
And then you decide to run the street.
Yeah, because there's no stoplights.
Glendale PD is gonna come after you.
There. Oh man. Imagine I lose my wallet and get arrested for.
You're not gonna get arrested. You get a ticket. Okay, but you're being careful.
Yes.
Okay, and then
Another sketch guy.
bro, there's just people walking. Relax.
When I saw this originally and they zoomed in like that on that guy, I was like, God, this guy did it. Look at that. He looks like he just. That lady looks okay. She's going about her day.
And look,
So watch
they're
this.
like,
I
let's run.
And then look right there.
Where?
Wait, right there. Look, I dropped it right there. Now watch it. Boom.
Drops his wallet here.
Right there, my wallet, guys.
And he's got an
My
air tag
life.
in his wallet.
Gosh, yeah, there it is. Yep.
And then, that car almost ran it over. My poor wallet. And look at me like an idiot. I'm going to open the door for my wife.
Just keeps walking. And then he comes to me, he goes, bro, someone stole my wallet. I go, no way, man. He goes, yeah, I had money in it. My air tags are off, this, that. And then we find out the reason why his air tags are off is because cars drove over it. Multiple cars drove over it.
You know, I felt less bad when I thought about the homeless guy that stole it.
I'm mortified that you put a video of me running on the internet.
I won't flame you about... What's wrong with my running, guys?
She said
I thought that was great running.
She said of me running.
Oh. No. Because excellence is like, I won't flame you about your running. I'm actually a pretty good runner, bro.
Yeah, I'm right. Basketball players don't know how to run.
I'm really... I was like a hurdle champion in middle school. Or whatever the British call it.
Trump said, after 17 hours of travel, I don't know how awake I'll be, sir. You better be awake because we're going to take you straight to where all the Armenians are and they're going to yell around you.
Oh, man. So, what should we do, guys? This is exciting. I feel like
it's so
I
exciting.
feel like you should let people call in today for
Should
your
we?
birthday. Yeah.
Dude, let's do it.
Seriously.
It's not complicated here.
I feel like people
copy
should
that?
call in.
Anybody who wants to call,
Yeah. If you're
ask
not
questions.
gay, call in.
Bro, relax.
That's what you got to say these days to manipulate people.
To calling it?
Like if you don't call in, you're gay.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're going to pin this.
Call in, guys.
I
Call
didn't even
in.
think about that. I haven't had call-ins for such a long time.
Yeah, I remember that one time for your celebration for like 5,000. By the way, I was watching an interview of you this morning. That's how I started my day. 4 years ago, you were on some random podcast. It popped up for me.
What was the podcast?
I forgot, but it was like two guys sitting there.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, and I was watching that. Why was I saying this?
It had to do with Armenia and stuff, right?
No. Yeah, but what were we just talking about? God, I forgot. Oh, you were saying at the time, this was 4 years ago, you were saying I started my podcast a couple years before, and you were almost at 1,000 subscribers. And then I thought about it. I was like, if
this
you
one?
Yeah. Like if you started your channel or actually working on your channel in 2020, is that right? Or 2019?
2019, 20. This one?
Yeah, it's not that bad to be at almost 9,000 subscribers.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
For like a pretty niche channel.
Yeah. Yeah, 4 years ago, right here.
Yeah, that's the one I was watching today. That was it was really good. I was like 25, 30 minutes into it.
Yeah.
Or 20 minutes into it, I think. Good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, channel's growing. It's
yeah, see, man, like I appreciate you. I watch your stuff.
Yeah, man, thanks, I appreciate it. But even though you weren't looking for it, it just popped up.
Yeah, but I watched it. I clicked on it. Who's going to call in? Seriously.
I don't know.
You guys talk all this smack to me on the chat. Now call in. Call in and do it face to face. Come on.
Look him straight in the
Sissies.
eyes. Look him straight in the eyes.
Call me. I'll debate you guys on anything right now.
He asked me for a drink. He hasn't drank it, and he keeps putting it in the same
I'll debate
place.
you on anything. You want to debate about age and birthdays? I'll do that.
Oh, man.
So how does it feel to be 40, by the way? Seriously.
I don't know. Seemed...
I feel like you're growing more hair now since you've turned 40.
On my head?
Yeah. Good for you, man.
What are you talking about? It was hilarious. So, let's tell you something funny. My son comes to me today. I'm dead tired by it. Like, I'm in bed. This is my youngest son. And he's like laying like behind my head.
Yeah.
Right? Like he's facing this way. And I'm facing away from him. And he goes, Dad? I was like, what's up? He goes, why is there hair on your ear? I go, that's what happens, son, when you're 40. There's hair on your ear.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean there's hair? It's like little fuzzy ones? He's like, no, it's a long one.
It's so bad, man.
That hair right here. Oh, man. Hey, you get older. That's a part of it.
Yeah,
right?
I have this one stubborn hair in my nose.
Oh, gosh.
And I see, I don't want to pull it out because I feel like I'll aggravate it.
You feel like if you pull it out, your brain might fall out of your nose.
So I cut it. Like I cut it.
It's connected to his brain. He goes like this. He just turns off.
I cut it every once in a while. And then I go like this and it's not there. But it comes back so quickly. And it's just one piece.
I haven't seen this specific hair for a very long time. This used to happen to me maybe 7-8 months, every 7 or 8 months.
Wow.
And it was nuts because I never knew it was growing. I would wake up and there was a hair right in the middle of my forehead. No joke. And it was like this long, like that long.
Wow.
And it was white.
That's weird.
And I'd pop it out and then it would be gone. And like 8 months later, I think my brain is so powerful that it was coming out of my head. Portions of my brain were just like oozing out. The ooze.
Yeah.
Nose hair is a serious problem, no lie.
Yeah, nose hair.
Especially for Armenians, because I'm remembering that Maz Jabrani skit where he goes, I like the air. I go, but it gets stuck. And now I fix it. It's like this. And then when I go, it goes to my brain.
Yeah.
Straight to my brain. And that one stay beard hair. What's a stay beard?
Yeah, I have a white hair, by the way, on my beard.
Oh, just one?
Just one piece.
No way.
And I don't know what to do with it. I don't know if I should pull it out.
Pluck it so it gets all gray. It's awesome.
Yeah, no.
You know, because I color my bear. I color my.
I color my bear. A bird. I color my bird.
Oh, tired. Oh gosh, I'm so tired, you guys. You don't understand.
Guys, no one's calling in to give a
Yeah,
speech.
nobody
Man,
cares.
come on, it's his birthday today.
so-
You guys suck, man.
My birthday was Saturday, but
Or whatever.
so I color it every once in a while. And yesterday, my wife goes, "Why haven't you colored your beard?" I was like, "Cause like I haven't colored it in like months." And she goes, "On this day, you should have colored." I'm like, "No, I'm turning 40. I want it to be gray."
Yeah. I feel like you have to let it be gray on 40. And then
Yeah.
color it at 50.
And then get a wig.
Yeah, oh my God, that's so brutal.
I'll get a wig like Tom's. Tom's wig's right now just looking good.
Very nice. Thank
That's a really nice wig.
Thank you.
You're a part. You've seen the weird stuff where they put that little like.
Yeah, I'm getting, dude. I get a lot of like hair transplant videos, and I have no issues.
No,
with
not
hair.
transplant. They put this black powder like in people's hair.
Yeah, I've seen
To
it.
like make it look full.
Yeah, fuller.
Imagine if we did that on my head. Like no hair, just that powder.
Well,
I
have you
should
ever
go
thought about
get
getting a hair implant?
hair tattoos? Have I thought about? Look, I would love to have hair. By the way.
Yeah, I
If
feel
I
like
had hair, I'd grow it out.
yeah, I feel like you could make a huge relaunch if you growed your hair. Growed. If you growed. No, but seriously, you should think about it.
No, but you know, if I grew my hair, then like the whole brand dies. Like
Why?
I'm bald, bearded, and biblical, bro. Then it's gonna be like used to be.
That's
bald.
true. You have to stay bald. at
Used
this
to be
point.
biblical. But I, you know, when I had hair, and I could grow it long, I did grow it long. Now I vicariously live through my children.
Mm.
Like, grow your hair out, man. Have fun. But I have a decently shaped head, so I don't really
Yeah.
think about getting a hair transplant. I wonder how it would make. It'd be interesting to see, and maybe we can do this like editing wise or something like that.
Put hair
But-
on you.
Yeah, like how it would
Oh,
make me younger.
say less, my friend.
This guy's pulling out ChatGPT right now. No, but ChatGPT doesn't look like you. You can't do that. It's
Brother,
getting to work. This
If
guy,
anything, you'll look better.
bold, bearded, and biblical. Somebody,
See, that's good.
somebody told me yesterday they should put bold up there too, on the image we had.
We have no room for that. So tell that somebody to get out of here.
But it's at 40, right?
Yeah.
Big shout out, huge shout out to Balloon Buzz for making this. Look at that.
Yeah, that's nice,
Look at
man.
that.
Beautiful. And you had a William Lane Craig quote
Oh, there was a William Lane Craig
On
quote
the
right
left
here
side,
on
right
this
there.
one. Right there.
and your face right there.
God
on the,
is the greatest good, right? That's what it said?
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Man.
This is awesome. Let me see if I can zoom this in with the. Gotta move this here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Someone broke your statue too, right?
It's not a statue. It's a bookend. Those guys,
Yeah,
Homer
your
and
bookend, whatever.
Homer and Aristotle, head went off, decapitated.
And then I picked
and then
it
this
up.
guy picks it up and goes. I got.
No, I picked it up and played like a Muslim song, like one of the calls to prayer, and then I was just holding the head up. It's pretty brutal. I shouldn't have done that. Can you take that part off YouTube? It's the religion of peace, brother.
Yes,
They
pieces.
would never do that.
They would never do that. Muhammad would never hurt a fly.
Yeah.
Like, super nice guy, Muhammad. Very nice guy. Bro, it's
Religion.
cold in here.
It's beautiful.
It's cold in here. Okay, nobody wants to call. We haven't done call-ins in such a long time. Nobody wants to call in. They don't know how to use it. Maybe they're at work or something.
Somebody call in now.
Jerome says, also, I'm on the bus going home.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Jerome, you can't prove that, man. I'm not just going to take you at your word there.
Tom, you gotta shave your head to stay on the channel.
My time will come too, friends.
Remember when your wife said your logo could be enabling idolatry? My wife said that? That's because she was younger. She didn't know any better. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe. What's going on with Candace Owens, bro?
Oh, Candace Owens, man, I feel. What is going on with Candace Owens? Why is she acting like this, man? Anybody know? I feel like it's too much at this point. Everything can't. Guys,
Bro,
everything
you still
can't
haven't
be a
drank out of that and sitting in the same place.
I have drank it.
You have a disease.
No, I don't.
Everything is what? Everything's weird.
I feel like everything can't be a conspiracy theory. Like, this just feels wrong at this point.
Eric says, "Happy birthday, old man, wise old man," and he's got a flat Earth in his picture. Why do you have a flat Earth? I'm playing, by the way. She thinks everything's a conspiracy, huh?
Yeah, it's out of control.
And you know what annoys me is when she makes claims and goes, "I'm just asking questions."
Yeah, she's an expert question and asker.
Questioner.
She's the number one question asker. Yeah, I just don't think Israel is.
I think Candace has lost all credibility in my mind, by the way. This is my opinion. Just asking questions. I don't think she's a critical thinker. She tries to present herself as a critical thinker, but that's the equivalent of an individual who's skeptical about everything except skepticism and says, I'm just a skeptical thinker. No, you're not. It's like, what is stopping from anybody just to make random accusations that you're making about people? Like, oh man, Candace, she's actually funded by Hamas. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like makes no sense. Again, and the other thing is, you said this right. You said this the other day and you said it right, that when you kind of do that, everything's a conspiracy. You get like one right.
Yeah.
Because they're just floating out there. And then you double down on that. And you go, see, I had that right. But like, nobody sits there and talks about the 99 other things you said that was absolute junk.
Yeah.
So the thing that really got my attention, I really don't pay attention to Candace Owens, by the way. She got sued. And I think she lost, didn't she? Or she's losing.
To Macron?
Yeah.
Macron's wife
Yeah.
or husband or whatever it is?
She showed photographic
I saw that.
evidence of her being a woman. Did you hear about this?
Listen, I'm not all for Candace's conspiracies, but that
Shut up.
that one is pretty strong.
The thing is, she's going to lose a lot of money, I think.
Yeah, she might.
Like, it might be enough where she gets shut down.
But it's going to be hard to try her.
Why?
Because like this random person from France.
It's not trying her. She's getting sued.
Yeah, but it
for
has
defamation.
to be. But it would be decided by a jury.
Yeah, but like,
right?
they shed. Well, maybe they shared information, pictures specifically proving that she's a woman, and I think so. A lot of that like includes her when she was a kid. Some people don't age well, man. Like. You and I here, we're aging pretty well.
She's definitely, probably, not definitely. She's. It's said that she might not be a woman, and I don't want to.
Brother, she just might not age well.
Dear France, I have no money. I literally lost my wallet, so you can't sue me for defamation. But man, that she definitely doesn't look like a woman.
Hey man, if she's got evidence, Candace is gonna lose.
Hey,
but
you know what's weird though?
Why go after that stupid thing?
Yeah. Because because her deeper point, by the way, is not that she's just her deeper point is like how creepy their whole vibe was, how they've.
Who cares?
No, it matters. See, you haven't watched it. That's the thing. You haven't watched it.
That's true.
I'm not a Candace defender, by the way,
true.
but that series she did is really good because she shows how dark it is and how they manipulate the children and how they do this kind of stuff. And I mean, if your entire ruling class is built on like some crazy sexualized lies and like cults, well, maybe those things in and of itself don't make a difference for me, like if you're whatever, a transgender or a woman or whatever, but it could be like, oh, these are really creepy people leading our government.
Yeah, which is
that
fine.
could be weird.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of creepy people everywhere. Yo, happy birthday, happy 4.
By the way, you can never win with Candace Owens. You know why? or conspiracy theories, because let's say she doesn't provide the content, right? They say something, and Candace is doing this with the Charlie Kirk stuff, because apparently there was Charlie Kirk's, like there was video cameras from Turning Point USA, and she's like, well, we're saying that some random guy shot him from the front or whatever, or from the back or something like that. It wasn't that guy they caught. If they're not lying, why don't they release the footage? Well, there could be a million reasons why they don't release the footage. There's investigation, FBI. They want to make sure the footage
It's
is
an ongoing
indoctrinated.
case.
Yeah, like it just seems weird to say. Or if today I said, Arthur, I think you have, I don't know, like 3 nipples or something like that. Sorry, I was just trying to think about something where you would have if I said Arthur has 3 nipples, and if he doesn't release like evidence of his if he doesn't release evidence of his 2 nipples, then he's like, why would he not release it? It's so easy, just prove it. Well, he might not release it because he doesn't want his like body on the internet. He might not release it because he just thinks you're weird and like you're demanding to see his butt. And by the way, even if you like, okay, even if you were to release a picture and you let's say you had 2 nipples, somebody that the conspiracy theorist could just say, well, he edited a picture. So then the final thing would just have to be, you have to like meet the person in person and show them your nipples. But then even that, so my point is,
and if you showed it, they're gonna be like, oh, they were in on it, they got paid off.
Yeah, I'm saying
the Israeli government in the great nipple conspiracy.
So if everything is a conspiracy theory, even like someone providing some kind of evidence won't do it. I guess the only way Candace would be satisfied with Macron's husband would be if
wife
would be if she came to the United States and then went to Candace's personal doctor, who doesn't believe in anything medical. But just went to Candace's personal doctor, and while Candace was in the room, they ran a DNA test from like an independent DNA blood sample. It couldn't be like anything owned by.
If I were, what's her name, Bridget?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I were her, I'd be like, hey, Candace, I do everything you're asking me to do. I'd come to your doctor. I'd take the DNA test. You can be in the room, all of it. One condition: you completely stop doing this as a career. If I'm right.
Ooh.
You get off the internet, you shut everything down, and if you do, you owe me money, 100,000 pounds a month or a week, like something insane.
Yeah.
And say, I'll do every single thing you're asking. You can never be a public person again, because you will, at that point, have lost all credibility. And if she said yes, I'd do it.
Oof.
Double down. You want to gamble? Go for it.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not saying that she's not right on that one. Again, this is what I was trying to say. She could be right on the Bridget Macron thing. Could be. There's very credible stuff behind that, and it's not like random stuff. It's like this lady can't provide any, like, not even provide, not like give to Candace, but there's really no pictures of her growing up. I mean, you're like,
But there is. They said there are.
Yeah, but very few apparently. Like, I'm born.
Yeah, she's like 90.
No, she's not. She's like 65.
Okay.
By the way, I'm born in Iran.
Yeah,
like, it's like 20 years later on video.
Photos of you?
Yeah, and I'm not like a popular figure, right? Like in Iran. Like nobody knew me there.
Yeah.
But if someone were to tell me or tell my mom, hey, or me, provide some pictures of you from like 13, 14, 10, 9, 8, whatever the age is, right? Like you can provide some kind of evidence.
Yeah, I got like 8.
Or this lady, there's really no evidence of her existing as a younger person. Her brother disappeared. I don't know, man. It's freaky stuff.
I haven't seen all
anyways.
that stuff. Whatever.
You should watch it.
Yeah.
I feel like Candace got that one right, but everything else is...
not waste my time. Happy birthday. Thank you for the super chat, David. Appreciate it, brother. God bless you. And thank you for the birthday wishes. Not going to lie, the first time I heard that rumor, I thought it could be true. With Candace, got really weird. Yep. Tom is the greatest character on YouTube ever. Based.
Who said that?
Excellence.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. I feel like the craziest like turn of events would be if Candace was actually fully paid by Israel to like spread stuff anti-Israel.
Oh, double agent.
Yeah, so that Israel could be like, look at this anti-Israel stuff, and then get the right like
there you go.
On their side. Leaving.
Conspiracy theory. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Dang, I feel like I'm onto something.
Jesse said, of all the things you could have thought, why would you think about
No, I was trying to think about something close. I mean, the nipple is not worse than what Candace is claiming,
Yeah,
right? Like,
correct. Your body
people don't
parts.
want to show their. Maybe
Private
she doesn't
parts,
want to
yeah.
show her private parts to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
world or whatever, his private parts. Either way, it sucks. And I feel like Candace, there's more important things.
David, brilliant. I'm not saying Arthur has 3 nips. I'm just denying the evidence that says he has 2.
Yeah.
Genius! That's exactly how conspiracy theories work. Nippy, bearded, and biblical.
Dang, man, I shouldn't have said that.
Why is it in pounds, Arthur? Why is it in what pounds? The donations?
Yeah.
No, this one was in dollars. The one Excellence gave was in pounds because he's from the pounds country. She's old, bro. She is old. That's true.
Yeah, but not that old.
Why I said why I said she would have to pay that in pounds. I don't know why I said that. Euros, whatever.
No, you guys are crazy,
That's
bro.
the super chat goal. 15 and Arthur will prove he only has 2 nips.
I feel like this is going to be a running joke
yeah,
forever.
This is going to go.
Dang it. I should have said something else.
Tatiana says, every image put out from Bridget's past has been digitally manipulated and was all put out by Mimi Marshab's corrupt
Yeah, my wife has
PR
done a
team.
lot of research on this
She
issue.
was also arrested. Okay. I took almost no photos between 10 and 18 years old. Wow. And that's a younger person.
Yeah.
I really changed. Can't even see the resemblance. Not gonna lie. It's interesting because we live in an age where people are constantly taking photos of themselves. And sometimes we forget what it was like before digital photography, like on our phones and stuff. And it costs people a lot of money to take pictures, photos, and then had them developed. And then actually hang on to them. Now, I'm not saying she couldn't or whatever like that. Considering that I have stuff from Armenia from the 1980s, she probably has stuff from the 50s and 60s. My dad has pictures. My dad was born in 1947.
Yeah.
And now my dad doesn't have any childhood photos, maybe 1 or 2. Okay? Like from the 50s. But he's got a lot from his like 20s. I'm trying to make a comparison.
But look, like what Tatiana just said. It's I'm choking. It's highly. By the way, I almost choked on a carrot at church. I told somebody that I was choking on a carrot at church. Seriously.
When?
Yesterday, and after I stopped choking, I told the person I was talking to. I said, if I died choking on a carrot, it would be my will that there be no funeral held, because there's no way people could keep a serious face.
I just crack jokes.
Yeah, like if I choked on a carrot and died, that's terrible. Imagine.
Or Candace would come up with some kind of a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's saying that they don't even have, like, she can't even provide a picture of her holding her 3 children. Like, that's weird. Like, no one's asking to see your private parts. Just post a picture on Instagram.
Okay, let's just come up with a different conspiracy theories. Suppose she can't have children. Okay? Suppose all her children were adopted, but they never told their children they were adopted. A lot of people do this, by the way. A lot of people will adopt children and never tell their... You okay, bro?
Yeah.
That looked really sketch. Like you went to the corner and you're like...
I sniffed
It is
something and it
right.
came back.
Very sketch, bro. I just want to show the full camera angle here. There's nothing
How are you
weird happening.
choking on a carrot at church? What do you mean?
Yeah. So here's the thing. Suppose they never tell their children that they're adopted. Again, there's people who do this.
Okay.
And maybe the reason why they don't have the pictures and all that stuff is because they were adopted, let's just say. And they never told them. Now everybody's coming out and saying, oh, because they're not really your children. It's kind of like screwing up their life. That's messed up. Like, that would be a reasonable thing I can throw out there and say, hey, like if you actually...
I really challenge you to spend like 30 hours and watch that series.
30 hours?
I don't know how long it is, but it's really good. It's not that long, by the way. It's like 7. Look, I'm rarely convinced. I used to be very convinced by conspiracy theories. Now I'm the opposite. I'm rarely convinced by conspiracy theories. There are conspiracies, by the way. There are conspiracies, and then there are conspiracy theories.
Correct.
So I'm rarely I'm rarely convinced by conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
But that one, it's very good. The evidence used, and by the way, people that were sued, journalists from France that did an investigation, and then they tried to like sue them for libel and stuff and lost the case. There's good stuff. But then my point is that doesn't mean that she's right on other things she's calling out for conspiracy theories. Like at this point, do you really believe?
Can you explain this question?
Wait, can I ask you a question?
There's a conspiracy here. You got to answer this.
Okay.
Why is it that the Swiss use francs, but the French use euros?
That's so funny.
Conspiracy is a myth, isn't it? Currency is a myth, isn't it? I'm just asking questions. Maybe what we know of the country as France is actually not France, and what we call Switzerland is the real France.
Yeah, but see, that's an easy explanation. Like you were able to explain that away. You know?
No. Not if Tartaria is a real thing. Do you know what Tartaria is?
No.
Oh man, you haven't been to the dark conspiratorial depths of the internet. You don't know what Tartaria is?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Wait,
Go ahead, ask the question.
I was gonna say, at this point, do you seriously think, and maybe you do, I'm not, but do you seriously think like some random like Saudi like trained people jumped into random airplanes and then like came and like ran into our buildings, and then we went to war with Iraq for some reason, and then like is that just, you believe that story from beginning to end? Because I feel like at the time, if you said something like that, you'd be like looked at as Candace. But I feel like, by the way, I'm not, I feel like I'm not going on a limb in saying this. I feel like a lot of Americans, maybe the majority, might not believe the original like September 11 story that happened.
Look,
you get what I'm trying to say, though. Like
big difference between conspiracy theories and conspiracies. Could there be conspiracies? Could there be elements within the government that are doing X, Y, and Z? Could there be elements of other governments that are trying to get countries to go to war against each other? Yeah, I don't think any of those things are beyond a reasonable doubt. But I want evidence for it. Saying could this be a certain way is not evidence. That's just, at that point, that's just
but the problem is when people give evidence, and I'm not supporting.
Like what kind of evidence? Like, for example, the evidence that metal can't burn at certain high levels or whatever. Like
okay,
that.
like there's really
there's
good
counter arguments against that stuff as to why it could, and the reasons for them. Let's just say, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not like there's a big difference between me lighting this thing on fire, let's just say, and then this thing being crashed into and explosion and fire. Like the test mat, and again, I'm just giving this as an example. Don't be like, but Arthur, they did this test. There's always outliers whenever you test anything. Whenever you test anything, there's always outliers. This is the same people who go, we shouldn't wear seatbelts. Seatbelts kill people. And then they give you evidence of like people's like whatever, like breaking their backs and whatever like that. And they don't tell you, oh, the guy who died might have had some condition where his like spine broke. And it, like, generally speaking, when you look at it, seat belts are regularly saving lives. Are there exceptions to which people die because of the seat belts? Yes. But that's when you go in there and you do your, whatever cost benefit analysis and all that stuff.
Yes, so sometimes, the conspiracy doesn't have to be so far removed from what actually happened, right? So I'm not saying that, let's say, the towers went down in that scenario and it was like some random thing, like the George Bush came and put a explosive in the building and blew it up. Like, it doesn't have to go that far, but it could be somewhere in the middle. Like those guys were influenced in a certain way. They were, they were, I don't know, like CIA trained at one, like stuff. Like,
but that's not complicated. That's not a conspiracy.
No, I know. I'm saying.
It's not a conspiracy that Osama bin Laden was trained by the CIA to fight the Russians. There's no conspiracy there. The U.S. was in a Cold War against the Russians.
Yes.
And so they influenced regional stuff like the Russians did in Cuba to counterbalance one another. And yeah, they trained this guy, and then this guy ended up, the Russians couldn't take over Afghanistan, as the Americans couldn't take over Afghanistan,
Yeah.
as nobody's been able to take over Afghanistan. In thousands of years, there's reasons for that. There's absolute reasons for that. The reasons are how mountainous the country is, how committed the people are to their land. It's, again, not conspiracies. These are legitimate reasons why people have had a hard time taking over that country. Indigenous populations who can live in mountain caves for 20 years and fight you.
Yeah.
They will fight you, and their children will fight you, and their grandchildren will fight you until you get sick and tired of them, which is exactly what they did. And then you have some stupid person who becomes the president of your country, named Sleepy Joe Autopen Biden. And then he makes stupid decisions, and they go, bam, moment. We waited for 20 years for this moment.
Yeah.
We got it. We're good. Right? So what I'm saying is that was a digression, by the way, is that, yes, the CIA trained Osama bin Laden. But they trained him specifically for a thing. The guy was a freedom fighter. I'll give you examples. Okay, I'll give you examples from our own history. You know who Monte Melconian was, right? So Monte was a freedom fighter anywhere there was freedom to be fought for. Like, he didn't just fight in Armenia. The guy fought in all over the Middle East, and he was Armenian. He was an Armenian American guy who grew up in Fresno, Sacramento kind of area. I think we went to Berkeley, if I'm not mistaken. Learned Armenian very late in life, like found his identity because he was just like, he'd been assimilated to American culture. And then that like got him going, like, I'm going to be for the Armenian cause. And you got to realize he was living in years where Armenia was under communist rule. So he couldn't go to Armenia and do this stuff. So he was going, and I think if I'm not mistaken, he fought in the Lebanese civil war, if I'm not mistaken. And some other places. And then when Armenia got their freedom and then the whole war happened, Monte ended up in Armenia. And people I'm sure can come up with all sorts of conspiracy theories about him. Oh, he was trained this and that. No. So you get people who are indigenously kind of motivated, and bin Laden was one of them. The U.S. took advantage and trained this guy, and then ended up backfiring because Osama bin Laden didn't care about America. And America didn't care about Osama bin Laden. He was a tool in their hands towards the Russians.
Yeah, but then we attacked like Iraq. You know what I mean? What? And then we attacked Iraq for some reason.
Oh yeah, it's not for some reason. It's not for some reason.
Yeah.
It's again, historically, it's not for some reason. Now, I don't think the United States should have gone into Iraq. I said that from the beginning. This is a bad idea. Saddam Hussein was not a very trustworthy individual. The guy was a nutcase. He kept getting nuttier and nuttier through the years. Okay? And he had already given reason, like the invasion of Kuwait and stuff like that in the 90s. Okay? And he was getting weaker. So the United States, it's not a secret that the United States has toppled governments. That's not a secret. They did it in Iran. Right? They did it in Iran multiple times. They did it when the Shah came into power, or the Shah's dad, if I'm not mistaken. And then they did it to the Shah with Khomeini. They were involved in that stuff. So again, not conspiracies. These are the way that governments influence one another. You know, you don't want to go to war with them. So there's political victory points, essentially. There's funding and supporting local folks to fight against their government, unstabilized.
So you're trying to give like practical, like you're trying to give reasons why things could have happened the way they happened, right? And it's not necessarily someone dictating the terms, right? But it's really weird because you just like we expect to just trust our government when they say like, oh, Osama bin Laden was responsible for the tower situation, right? But then when it comes to Iraq and our intelligence agencies telling us there's weapons of mass destruction, there wasn't. So when do we trust them?
No, you can't say there wasn't.
There wasn't.
There weren't any that were found.
I mean, come on. Well, that's what.
No, it's not. Do you know the amount of nuclear? Or,
Yeah, but now you're starting
maybe
to
not,
sound like Candace
no,
Owens,
not,
bro.
I'm not. These are proven things. When the Russian, when communism fell, do you know how many of their bombs got sold on the black market to random rogue regimes that are still out there? A lot. So it wouldn't surprise me. Again, this is just reason being employed here, that the United States goes in there. They're looking for these warheads, however many they have, whatever, these weapons of mass destruction. And that generals in the Iraqi government sell these to Syrian fighters. They sell them to Syria or any like surrounding nations and stuff like that for their own freedom, for money, so they can go and live as kings in Brazil or wherever, right? So there are ways you can go about like why they weren't there, or maybe Saddam got him out of the country somehow. And
Bro, they found Saddam in a hole. They could have found a few. They could have found like an arsenal of weapons of mass destruction.
no, unless they move them out.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? It's like the opposite end right now where
But
you're
it's
going.
not a conspiracy. I'm
but
saying there's a possibility.
I'm saying you're saying there's a higher possibility, and I'm kind of assuming your position here.
Do you
Hold on,
not
let me ask
think
you a
that
question. Hold
do
on.
we not think that they had any weapons?
No, I
of
don't
mass
know, but I'm
destruction at
saying
all?
your position right now sounds like you're saying there's a higher possibility that we went in there and couldn't find weapons of mass destruction, and our intelligence was correct. There was weapons of mass destruction. We just couldn't find them. Versus, we literally attacked the country, and then the results of that was like the U.S. Destabilizing the Middle East.
Yeah,
Hold on, and then
that's
you
fine.
and then you had like the Patriot Act passed, them going into Americans' phones. You know, more power to the federal government. Then you have
Yeah.
specific like bureaucracies that are built into like anti-terrorism stuff, and then you have someone like, look, I would say I'm more pro-Israel than not, but then you have like someone like, so you have the Israel thing with the Cohen guy, right? Getting into the Lebanese government. Sacha Baron Cohen played him. The Israeli spy, The Spy. The movie The Spy.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
The Spy is Israel's top spy, and it's like their Monte. He gets into, I forgot what the government is. I think it's the Lebanese government, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably.
But he gets into very high positions of power. Like almost gets to the top, almost gets to being the leader of the country. And this whole time he's an Israeli spy, right? Israel loves him. They praise him for this. And then he makes one mistake on like, while he's writing something, trying to send it through like a secret thing, and he gets caught and they kill him and they hang him, and there's actually a video of his actual hanging in the middle of the thing. Crazy story. But they actually went in and tried to like manipulate a government like that, right?
I
Which
think-
you say happens. But my point is, when we try to say like that could be happening now, it's like, oh, they're just conspiracy theories.
No. I think all
You
that
get what I'm
stuff
saying,
could,
though, right?
Yeah, I think
like,
all
it
that
could
stuff
be
could
that the
happening now.
thing you think is a conspiracy theory, they make a Netflix documentary.
I agree.
50 years later.
I
But that
agree.
doesn't mean everything is a conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
get
I
it.
agree. I think it's a lot easier.
I think we agree generally.
Yeah, I think so.
Semantics, as unsmart people say.
This is Tartaria, bro.
Bro,
Theory
I
that
think
goes
you would
back
love
to
The Spy, by the
Tartaria,
way.
that the Great Wall of China, it's actually facing
The wrong way.
the holes that they would shoot arrows out of is facing towards China.
Yeah.
No way.
So
Yeah.
it's suspected that it could have possibly been Tartaria.
That's super strange. Speaking of the wall being built by someone else, possibly, want to talk about that Chicago World Fair?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
that's
saying
the
the
same thing.
influence was Tartarian architecture.
Have you seen the pictures?
It looked like ancient Rome. They
Chicago's
said that they
World
built
Fair.
it for the World Fair, but then after they just tore it all down. And it's like, that doesn't sound
Dude,
right.
it reminds me of that whole conspiracy theory that we just skipped all those years. They rewrote the year of history that it was, and so we actually are living in right now the
1500s or
we're now,
something,
yeah.
right?
Now would be difficult because
This is a
digital
joke,
footprint
right?
that
Like
we
they're
have.
joking.
Yeah.
But it's like
No.
it would be so easy just to convince people, yeah, this just didn't happen.
It's that whole Mandela effect thing.
The thing is, it's confirmed. Like it literally existed. Like, and so it's just
Yeah.
why get rid of something like that?
Have you heard the theory?
So
that-
this whole thing that there's a whole continent and country, Tartaria, and all our mega structures were built by them, and we've like erased over them.
Wow.
It's nuts. This stuff's all over the internet. Look at this guy. The truth about the Tartaria conspiracy. like the U.S. like major buildings in Russia and the U.S. and stuff are all Tartarian influence. It's dude.
This birthday stream became very dark. By the way, we literally
nobody
talked
called
about
in.
Saddam
Nobody
Hussein
called in.
and
Nobody called
Osama
in.
bin Laden. Like literally, that's where we went.
Nobody
We
called
went
in.
from a hilarious
Oh!
conversation.
Nick Fuentes' response to my debate request, kinda. Ruslan challenged Nick Fuentes to a debate, by the way, publicly.
I love Ruslan, but I wouldn't want to get into a debate with Nick Fuentes. By the way, did you see as we were talking about Candace, she went live saying they're lying to us about Tyler. You know what's crazy? Let me ask you a question. So Candace said there's one thing that would completely shut me down on this story, right? She actually said this on one of her lives. She said if Erica Kirk came out and said, stop, what you're doing is hurting me and it's wrong and you're lying and stuff like that, I would immediately put an end to it. She put this video up. And it's kind of weird to me. This is kind of weird because this is not asking them to like release information and stuff that they have. This is just her saying if the widow of Charlie Kirk said stop, I would stop. But she hasn't said stop. And there's no way like these people don't know about Candace's videos and come on, this is Candace Owens. Like she's pretty popular. So it's weird, man. Everything is why is everything weird?
It's not weird.
Why aren't normal things just happening?
No, it's not weird. I mean, for all we know, she'll come out tomorrow and say, "Hey,
Maybe,
shut up."
yeah.
And the thing is, and then what? And then Candace is gonna come out and say, "I apologize. I was wrong." Is she gonna do all that stuff? I shouldn't have done that. I trust the FBI thing.
Look, when Candace,
Like you don't know what her mental stability
this
is.
is so interesting, Art.
Just asking questions.
So it happened to be Charlie Kirk. This is crazy. So it happened to be. So Candace put out a video saying somebody from the White House called her and said the president of France won't start negotiations on the Ukraine war thing unless you stop talking about his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Somebody from the White House. We later found out recently that was Charlie Kirk who called Candace Owens, and Candace had a conversation with the president of the United States on this issue, where Trump directly during that time. Charlie connected her to Trump, and Trump said, hey, you need to stop talking about Macron because we're trying to get a peace deal. And because she said, she thought the Ukraine and Russia thing was so important for there to be peace, she said, okay, I'll stop for a couple months. Now, dude, if Candace had said that and like the White House had denied it or whatever, it would just be a conspiracy theory. Like she would be seen as a crazy nut job conspiracy theorist because it just sounds really weird. It sounds really weird that the president of France would like on his way out of the White House be like, President Trump, you need to call Candace Owens, a random like podcaster, and tell her to stop
She's
this.
not a random podcaster.
I know, but I'm saying like it would sound crazy. You'd be like, no way a world leader would do that. It just happened to be true that happened. You see what I'm saying? Like it's very skewed on what can actually happen, take place, and what people are lying about, or is a conspiracy.
Maybe. I'll concede that. The video made me think of that one scene in Billy Madison where they say, we have all lost brain cells and gotten dumber for after listening to this. Speaking of weird, how long do you think these revival trends will last for? Honest question. I'm confused whenever people talk about general revival. Well, I don't know, man. I had a conversation with a guy yesterday at church. I won't name him, Tom, but he came because he had asked you some stuff. Great guy. Had a really good conversation with him. And yeah, just like constantly seeing folks saying this whole situation with Charlie Kirk has gotten me to think about my Bible more and pick up my Bible and think about God and go to church. And I haven't been to church for a very long time, or I've never been to church. And I don't know. It could last for years. We just legitimately don't have any ideas of what that would look like. It's a good question.
Pastor David, how was golfing today, brother? Pastor David, why don't you call in, man?
Nah, nobody cares. I'm depressed now that nobody wants to call and say.
Wow, nobody wants to call and tell my brother happy birthday. Shame on you guys.
Do you watch videos like this? What would happen if 45 Marines versus the Roman Empire?
I love videos like this, bro. I love it.
They're great.
You know you're in that weird part of the internet when the comments are all saying, how did we get here? Like, how did we end up in this part of the internet?
Oh, look at this.
You know,
Trump peace plan for Gaza. Can we look this up and see what's going on? Dude, if this actually happens and Trump doesn't get the Nobel Peace Prize, that's gonna be a conspiracy.
yeah. Or Netanyahu.
CNBC says nothing. The White House on Monday released a 20-point plan. Right when I see that, get a call. Excellence is calling.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Hang on. I'm going to bring you on, bro. Give me a second. I got to figure out how all these buttons work. Okay. We go here. And then we go here. That's me. That's Tom. What's up with this black page? What's the page? Just random screen. Okay, whatever. Yo, what's up, bro? It's getting cold in here. So tell us why you don't have pictures for 10 years of your life.
First, happy birthday.
Thank you, brother.
Birthday. Thank you, Walter. Honestly, your channel has been your channel was the first apologetics channel that I ever came across on YouTube. That just seemed like people can be scholarly and Christian and sensible, like just normal. Like it wasn't, oh, I'm scholarly, so now I'm full on nerd. I don't have, I don't seem like I have social skills. And it wasn't, oh, I'm Christian, and so I'm more esoteric, and all that. And it wasn't just, oh, I'm just casual, I pick up facts that people say, whether it's right or not, I'm going to still say that, the Ark is on top of Mount Ararat, even though, it's not, or anything.
But it
like
is.
That. But yeah, about your question though, why didn't I have any pictures of myself from the age of 10? I was not a happy kid. I just didn't. I actually forgot how to smile. Like I still can't smile with my teeth because I just didn't smile at all for that time. Most of that time. So I didn't like taking photos. So yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, are you married?
No, I am not. No.
So I used to not smile in pictures, like ever. And then when I got engaged, we did this pre-engagement photo shoot. Pre-wedding, post-engagement photo shoot. And we went to this place and we had a photographer with us and stuff. And that thing changed my life because the guy was so annoying, kept telling me to smile. And I kept going like, he's like, no, like actually smile. So I started smiling in pictures. Now I learned how to smile in pictures, but I know what that's like. I don't know why I didn't smile in pictures. Maybe it was like, I'm a tough guy. I'm not supposed to smile.
I just have bad teeth, so I don't want to show them.
Right.
But you have great teeth, Excellence.
Yeah, my son has a weird smile. Actually,
Really?
Both my sons. My oldest just learned how to smile in pictures. He used to do this weird kind of like a rabbit. I was like, why are you doing that? Just didn't know how to smile. The youngest one's still figuring it out. So we'll see. But hey, look, I really appreciate your comments. That means a lot to me. And that's just the vibe of, I would say, my personality and the sort of stuff. Like, I love that you said, hey, we can be scholarly, but, not be individuals who don't have social skills. Because, we all know there's folks in the church who are brilliant individuals and they're God's gift to the church in regards to what they produce, books, articles, content on the internet and stuff. But when you get around them, yeah, I don't know. It's hard being around them because they would admit this. Like, hey, man, I'm kind of not a social person. Can't go out. Don't really like hanging out with people and all that stuff. So, right, Tom? Tom,
man.
Tom, you,
Christians can be super weird
Oh,
for sure.
man, that's-
Virginity is cool. Virginity is cool. Have you seen those videos? It's like you scroll through Instagram and they're like, "Come to my church." It's not weird.
But
And
you
then
know
they're
what?
like, "Vaping is bad." And they have like a song and they're doing a dance to it.
Tom, you had a moment like that the other day, and I forget where it was. It might have been at church, actually. Or
What-
was it at
what
the
kind of
video?
moment?
You were like,
Oh yeah, I said it. I'm like, Christianity is cool. I'm like, we're cool people, man. I don't know how else to say it. I was speaking at a Charlie Kirk vigil. I was like, we're cool. We're not weird. Like, forgive us.
I'm watching you do that, and I'm like, bro, that's the cringiest thing.
Did
to
you think that
say.
was cringy?
Yeah. Everybody were
I think
cool.
you
Don't be
mentioned it
scared of
before on the
us.
channel.
What was that?
I think, Tom, I think you've mentioned it before on the channel, actually. Yeah.
That Christians are
Why,
cool.
why do people do that though? Because like my pastor used to do that as well, and I'm just like, it's never cool when you try to tell somebody something's
Yeah.
cool or fun.
No, I was trying to say we're not weird. Like, we're not the weird ones that do like weird stuff when you come to church. But it ended up like I was doing that too, kind of.
Snake handling.
So I was trying to do the opposite of what I did.
It's okay. That always happens.
So, Excellence,
Yes.
when did you become a Christian?
So my family, I grew up in a Christian family, right? At 7 years old, I still remember. At 7 years old was when I gave my life to Christ, but I didn't really get it, to be honest. I did have some kind of concept of it. Sorry, I'm on 1%, so I'm getting my trouble.
Oh man.
Um,
If it turns off, we'll just start a conspiracy theory. You're never a Christian. It never happened.
We're just asking
Right.
questions.
but yeah, I did understand that. Oh, this means that my life now belongs to Christ. So I knew that, but when I was 13, I kind of there was an altar call. I gave my life to Christ again because I was scared. But it was when I was in hospital at like 19 that I was like, I didn't give my life to Christ again, but I was like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna be serious about this. And around that time is when I was because I didn't have anyone around me that was Christian. The other people on my ward were all, I would play, worship music in the morning because it felt familiar. And the people on my ward were like, oh, I like the music you play in the morning. And I started asking, why do I like the music I play in the morning? And so I started getting more serious about it. And actually, I discovered that a lot of the church phrases I said and had in my mind were just like, okay, what exactly does that mean though? And where exactly does that come from? And so that's what kind of set me on the path of apologetics. And that's when, around the time Ruslan started. So watched some of Ruslan stuff, found out about Mike Winger, Gavin Orland, then Ruslan had Arthur had you on the channel, and then I joined. So yeah, Mike Winger's great, but he is, David's not completely wrong about
Winglings.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, Mike is, having spent some time with Mike, he is an absolute gem of a person when you spend time with him. Yeah. So I really like Mike. But the thing is, I always think about this. There were people getting out, and yesterday when we had my birthday gathering, people got out and said a couple of words and stuff. And one of the people that got up and spoke about, like, when I was in college, that we would go study together, but she would actually be studying, and then I would spend like 4 or 5 hours talking to people, and then I would start studying at like 2 a.m. And like that personality sort of type has helped me develop into the kind of person I am in regards to what I do. And I always think about like the let's just not antisocial, but just socially kind of whatever awkward and stuff. If some people weren't like that, they wouldn't be able to do what they do. And I say that because I remember the first time I met Mike Wenger, I invited him to come on my channel. I was like, hey, can I interview and stuff like that? And he said no, because right now I'm kind of in the zone. I'm doing this study to do a video on women in ministry, which I think is like the 8-hour video he did or something like that. Like he read everything there was on like both sides of the argument. To be fair to it, I don't know if I'd be able to do that. Like spend that much time just like focused research on something to produce a video, and then that video ends up being like 8 hours. I probably wouldn't. I'd read one and then go talk to people for, I don't know, the rest of the time. And
he should have just asked me. I could have told him. You didn't have to study all that. Mike, next time just
hang out with us.
Just ask, bro.
Save you some time.
We'll save you the time, yeah.
But, and I know there's folks just like that who have the ability, and I've benefited so much from their work and stuff like that, who just focus in and do research and write books, and they're just like wired a certain way. And this always makes me think about like, what are our giftings as individuals? Like I know what my giftings are pretty well. And what God's really called us to is to be faithful in those areas. That's what really God's called us to be. He's called us to be faithful in what He's gifted us in. He hasn't called us to be faithful in other things. And like when we step out of those things, I think is when frustration kicks in. And yeah, even with the YouTube channel, like just stepping out, like I try not to do stuff that other people who are more gifted in doing that. Like I will literally have video ideas and will text Ruslan and say, you should do a video on this because it'd be great for your channel and like knowing you and stuff like that. But like, I won't make a video on that. And I think it's a great subject because I just go, well, that's not my gifting. That's not the direction God wants me to go. Tom's regularly told me, hey bro, like pivot here and change focus here and all this stuff. And so far the answers to I would say most of those, Tom, right?
Yeah.
Have been what?
No.
I'm not doing that.
No, I think that's good. That's good. If you have it, because you're very intentional about what you're doing, and it's, people say pick a niche and all that. I don't agree with people that say pick a niche. It's more so know what message you're bringing, know what you're doing, and you know what you're doing. You know what you're talking about. I'd say I don't think it's because of how small the channel is now. I think the way that you build, the way that you're in the live stream and everything, it's just it feels more communal than like other live streams. I think the closest I've ever seen to the closest feeling I've ever gotten to that is maybe back when Apostle Prophet was going by Ridvan on his channel. Yeah, maybe it was the second to last live stream he had when he was called Ridvan. It felt like, because he was just reading the live chat mostly and just talking with people. But no, your live streams feel very communal.
Yeah, it's really strange because I've had streams where, right now we've fluctuated today, whatever, right, between 14 to like 18, and then I've had things where people have forwarded streams, or we've had folks on where the numbers have ended up being in like 200s, 300s live viewers. And the pace at which the comments are moving in is crippling. because I want to keep up. I want to read what people are saying, but I can't. Like if I scroll back and start reading, and sometimes I've done that. You guys have seen it, where like it's like I'm like 7 minutes late on like scrolling down because I'm dealing with other comments. I would literally need someone like Tom sitting next to me and then like highlighting comments, and then putting them in a separate folder or something like that for me to have access to it. Because even sometimes when people are having conversations with each other in the chat, it's moving really fast for me.
Yeah.
And it's just hard to keep up. So I don't even know, like I'm not, earlier on, Mike Winger was on. He had 6,000 live viewers.
That's it?
Right.
6,000.
Mike, call us. We'll tell you how to get it down to 8.
Look, I do think Arthur, since we're a close-knit family here, I do think if Arthur pushes... So I think even though he has his kind of apologetics channel, I do think his voice is important in some of the things others are talking about. Like I'll see someone with 300,000, 400,000 subscribers, and they're talking about something that just happened in culture, right? And their response is so bad. And I think to myself, I say like, hey, I get it. Like Arthur is an apologetics channel. This guy's doing more culture and that kind of vibe. But I'm like, this has a lot of like apologetic ramifications. Like what's happened. For example, a lot of people are like, the culture is changing and stuff like that. And young people are becoming more Christians. Well, I think someone who's into apologetics could have really good things to say about what to do when the culture is changing, how to talk to the people, how to answer their questions. So that's why I've been telling Arthur, hey, maybe be a little more intentional, not on clickbait, but on talking about subjects that would be maybe subjects that you would have to tie back into apologetics, and it's not just like a clearly like, how do you respond to this, which is like clear apologetics, where it's like, oh, this crazy thing happened in culture. Now, how do we bring that and tie it into apologetics?
You mean like the world didn't end and the rapture didn't happen? Because it's not a thing the Bible teaches, but whatever.
Yeah, but again, even that's kind of like a too small set of people.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think, I think one of the things I'm going to do, and I realized this doing that last stream that I recorded out of my car, not stream, that last video. I think I'm going to do that more, where when I'm on the run during the day and I'm not in the studio, and I got to get out of my own kind of, I like things to look good and sound good and all that stuff, but which limits you in regards to getting into the studio and setting everything up and getting recording and scripting and all this stuff, where I'm just going to record out of my car and just like post it. Create a thumbnail on the run, which like that video, which did better than my last like 4 or 5 videos, non-live videos. I recorded it in one take in my car with my AirPods in. Yeah,
that's what people listen to. It's weird, man.
And it did way better than all the other ones. And so maybe there is this thing of like, wait, I don't know. Sometimes there's a reaction thing like, oh, you're not in a studio. You don't have a professional mic. You're just kind of.
You're one of us. What do you have to say?
Yeah. And because YouTube has gotten professionalized, kind of like the TV studios and all that stuff, people's equipment and studios and all that stuff, and people might be looking at that kind of authenticity. But yeah, like after that, I was like looking at the numbers and stuff, and I was like, yeah, that took me way less energy to produce that video, whatever, 15, 14-minute video. No editing. Literally 0 editing. I mean, I recorded on the front-facing camera of my phone and just uploaded it to YouTube. And that was like one of the busiest days I've had recently. It was a 12-hour work day. I found this gap in the middle of the day where it was like in between meetings. I had like 45 minutes, recorded it. And then it got posted late because I was speaking at a church and the internet was really bad at the church. So it took a really long time for it to upload from my phone to YouTube.
By the way, that was a good conversation you had at that church.
Did you listen to it?
Yeah, I listened to it. Do you mind if I share the link?
How'd you listen to it?
Do you mind if I share the link?
Wait, where's the link?
Brother, I'm way ahead of you here. Do you want me to share it?
It's uploaded?
Yeah,
On what?
on YouTube.
Where? Who uploaded it?
I did. I uploaded it.
No, seriously.
I don't know. It's up. It's on YouTube. You want me to send? I'll send a link right
Send me
here.
a link. 'Cause somebody sent me the audio file, and yeah, I'd love to. If it's on someone's channel
Here,
or
I
something
just
like
sent
that.
it.
You're messing with
to
me.
the
aren't
chat. To the
you?
chat.
Are you messing with me?
I sent it to the chat. Excellence will confirm. By the way, you're not coming to the October 10 event, right?
Who?
Me?
Excellence. Excellence.
No,
Oh man,
no.
he's in England, bro.
Oh man.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna be in England. Wait.
Oh, Daniel
So
posted
what's
it.
that? No, I'll still be. I'll be back.
Nice.
England.
We'll post some shorts and stuff you can check out.
Well, we have a professional camera crew coming in to record that
Yeah.
event, and so we'll get some really good content from the event itself. So we'll have that out there, especially for those who aren't in. So yeah, this has been posted. There's a video of it?
No, it's just a
No, that's a
picture with the
picture.
audio.
Why is my hand in the
But
air?
it's very interesting conversation. I thought you did a great job.
Thank you.
I'm like 40 minutes in.
Okay.
It's an hour and something.
Dude, yeah. You shared this out, right?
Yeah. Guys, check that
Folks,
link out.
check that out. Like, seriously, it was... I think it might be the first time we did something like that, where the guy that's having the conversation with me is a brilliant individual. The guy has a PhD in philosophy. And he has his... he went to law school as well, so he has his law degree as well. And it was... He just told me, I'm going to ask you these questions. And then we didn't like rehearse or prepare for it. He said, I'm going to ask you some version of this question, basically. We had 6-7 questions down. We got through 2 of them. And so it's essentially a conversation where he's playing a skeptic. And then I'm responding to the questions or the arguments. And then we would end and then open it up for the audience to ask any further questions, and then we'd move on. So I shared that with someone else, and they were like, dude, we can do that at our church too. I said, hey, you can invite me. We'll do it.
We do it every day, except I'm not a skeptic.
That's right. Oh, excellence dropped. Maybe you ran out of, what's it called?
He ran out of battery.
I think that's connected. Hey, excellence, thank you so much for calling in, bro, by the way.
Yeah,
I really
that was
appreciate
cool.
that.
Encouraging
Thanks a lot.
words.
Very encouraging. Just
Next
again-
time, say something about me too, man. Like I'm
Oh,
sitting
wait,
right
no.
here.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I didn't know that was already put up.
Sheesh. Brutal comment section.
A lot of people don't really want Tom on this channel, but Jimmy's saying that.
You don't always get what you want, brother.
A lot of people don't really want to challenge their theology. They either want to be... Is that placated? Is that how you say that?
I can't read it. Yeah, it is placated if that's what you're reading.
Yeah, or have an argument over it. You're here to teach, and it's refreshing. Thank you.
You're welcome, guys. Doing my best here.
Hey, thanks, Narek. Appreciate it, man. I feel like calling in now, but I am in bed.
Go to sleep, man. We'll
Go to
see you
sleep.
next week, anyways.
I know. How many more days till Jerome gets his...
Jerome is, I think he's landing here on the 7th.
He is landing here on the 7th.
So a few more days.
Yep. Next
It's
week.
almost October.
Next week. If we don't count today and we count today as a Tuesday, it's next week. Right
So
now?
next Tuesday he's landing, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we're going to expect us to be there. We should show up with like Armenian...
We should show up with
Zurna
belly
and stuff.
dancers and stuff, make him super
Instruments.
uncomfortable. We'll hire some belly dancers and welcome him. President of what was the country again?
Zaburistan.
Zaburistan. Jerome, we're gonna have your picture on like large posters.
We can make up a conspiracy theory, like he's been exiled because there was a hostile takeover of his government.
Imagine you get the whole news there, poor guy. His mom's watching from home.
A foreign government, the British government, has
Or
taken over Zaburistan.
We should say like the LDS Church welcomes you, and then just all stand there.
Okay, hey, just wanted to comment on this White House thing. They said it's a 20-point plan.
Yeah.
Do they have the points listed out? Yes, they do. Can I read these fast?
Yeah, go ahead.
And then we can head out. Let me post it. This is what the White House has posted, guys. Gaza will be a de-radicalized, terror-free zone that does not pose a threat to its neighbors. That means Hamas is out. Gaza will be redeveloped for the benefit of the people of Gaza who have suffered more than enough. If both sides agree, now that's a conditional, if both sides agree to this proposal, the war will immediately end. Israeli forces will withdraw to the agreed upon line to prepare for the hostage releases. During this time, all military operations, including aerial and artillery bombardment, will be suspended. And battle lines will remain frozen until conditions are met for the complete staged withdrawal. Within 72 hours of Israel publicly accepting this agreement, all hostages, alive and deceased, will be returned. 5. Once all hostages are released, Israel will release 250 life sentence prisoners plus 1,700 Gazans who were detained after October 7, including all women and children detained in that context. For every Israeli hostage whose remains are released, Israel will release the remaining 15 deceased Gazans. Once all hostages are returned, Hamas members who commit to peaceful coexistence and to decommissioning their weapons will be given amnesty. That's crazy. Have you read this?
No.
You look bored. Members of Hamas...
No, I'm reading it with you.
Oh, members of Hamas who wish to leave Gaza will be provided safe passage to receiving countries. Interesting. I wonder how many of them will end up in Iran. Upon acceptance of this agreement, full aid will be immediately sent into the Gaza Strip. At a minimum, aid quantities will be consistent with what was included in January 19, 2025 agreement regarding humanitarian aid, including rehabilitation of infrastructure, water, electricity, sewage, rehabilitation of hospitals, bakeries, and entry of necessary equipment to remove rubble and open roads. Entry of distribution and aid in Gaza will proceed without interference from two parties through the United Nations and its agencies.
Candace Owens and Brigitte Macron will host a show in Jerusalem every Monday. Did you see that one? That's a little later.
Get a life.
Candace Owens and Brigitte Macron, that's part of the plan. It was always a part of the plan.
Yeah. Gaza will be governed, okay, this is important. Gaza will be governed under the temporary transitional governments of a technocratic, apolitical Palestinian committee. That's interesting. Responsible for delivering the day-to-day running of public services, municipalities. Okay, so apolitical committee. Okay. This committee will be made up of qualified Palestinians and international experts. Supervision of new international transition body, Board of Peace, which will be headed and chaired by President Donald Trump.
Wow. He's already setting up his future.
After he's president.
He's still going to be president.
He's going to be the president of Gaza.
It was in the plan all along.
Yeah, he's also going to be the king of the road in Armenia. That's named after him. This body will set the framework and handle funding redevelopment in Gaza under such Palestinian Authority, as the Palestinian Authority completed reform programs. Includes President Trump's peace plan of 2020 and the Saudi-French proposal, and can securely and effectively take back control of Gaza. That's actually not bad for the Gazans.
Yeah,
man.
I don't know why some like pro-Palestinian sites are panicking about this. It seems like the alternative option was they take over all of Gaza.
Yeah, like it's still going to be in Gazan hands.
Yeah.
Like the Palestinians are going to still own. It's just Hamas can't. I'm pretty sure a lot of people in Gaza want Hamas out.
At least whoever's remaining from Hamas.
Yeah. A Trump economic development plan to rebuild and energize Gaza will be created by convening a panel of experts who have helped birth some of the thriving modern miracle cities in the Middle East. Many thoughtful... This is all Saudi money going to come in here, in my opinion. Those miracle cities are Saudi cities they're talking about.
Yeah. It's going to be like 20 years before there's a building in Gaza, by the way.
Go away.
I really think so.
Why?
I think to clean the rubble and the mess that... Dude, it's going to take a long time.
I don't think so. Bro, I think they'll have that place.
You realize people are going to... Like, people are going to need to spend money, and by people I mean governments, and until it's like clear who's going to have control of that, how much influence they're going to have, it's not like they're just going to dish out money and be like, let's create a beautiful spot that Israel can bomb again in like 5 years. You know, like, it's going to be very tough, I'm telling you. You might not see real like people living in those same locations for many years. Many years.
Is Pisabi making an appearance? Barnaby says Pisabi will be at the October 10 event.
Yeah, he will be. That's confirmed.
Yeah, he's registered.
He's registered.
Unlike some of you guys. Special economic zone will be established with preferred tariff and access rates to be negotiated with participating countries. I don't know what that means. No one will be forced to leave Gaza.
Wow.
And those who wish to leave will be free to do so and free to return. We will encourage people to stay and offer them the opportunity to build a better Gaza. Make Gaza great again.
It says that?
No, I'm
I
saying
thought you said.
that's the same idea. Hamas and other factions agree to not have any role in the governance of Gaza, directly, indirectly, or in any form. All military, terror, and offensive infrastructure, including tunnels, weapon production facilities, will be destroyed and not rebuilt. There will be a process of demilitarization of Gaza under the supervision of independent monitors, which will include placing weapons permanently beyond use through an agreed process of the... So they can't have any... Like, I wonder who's going to police Gaza.
President Trump.
No, seriously. That's important.
The Israelis will, man.
Yeah, but
100%.
Yeah, but the question is going to come down to, as it has in the past, of how the IDF has treated Palestinians.
Brother, realistically, none of this is going to work. Like, this is, and I'm not trying to say this to be a Debbie Downer. I want it to work. I want there to be peace. But realistically, ain't no way that Gaza and stuff or the Palestinians are fully agreeing to this. And like,
brother,
it's just
according to premillennialism, this is the peace plan that's going to bring the rebuilding of the temple, and Trump's the Antichrist.
Hey, maybe.
You're saying it won't happen, but if he does it, next thing you know.
Listen, Israel is gonna, whether it's done legally or whatever officially, Israel is gonna somehow be in control of that territory, and to a certain degree, you can't blame them because October 7th happened, and they're not risking another thing like that on their border. Like, Israel will never allow, ever, I'm telling you, any kind of, I don't know, military build up there, whatever. Like, it'll never let it get to that point. Well, it might just be where, honestly, it's just going to be like an extended city of Israel. Like one of Israel's cities.
It'll be like some kind of an autonomous...
autonomous zone that's probably
I think it goes into... So the United States will work with Arab and international partners to develop a temporary international stabilization force, ISF, to immediately deploy in Gaza. The ISF will train and provide support to vetted Palestinian police. That's the answer to my question. I didn't even read it. Now it's there. Do you see that? 15?
Yeah, vetted Palestinian
The ISF will train and provide support to vetted Palestinian police forces in Gaza, and will consult with Jordan and Egypt, who have extensive experience in this field. This force will be the long-term internal security solution. So that's who's going to police. They're individuals who are trained by an international company, essentially. Right? The ISF will work with Israel and Egypt to help secure border areas, along with newly trained Palestinian police forces. It is critical to prevent munitions from entering Gaza and to facilitate the rapid and secure flow of goods to rebuild and revitalize Gaza. Israel will not occupy or annex Gaza. This 16th point is the craziest one. As the ISF establishes control and stability, the Israel Defense Forces will withdraw based on standards, milestones, time frames, so on and so forth. That might take some time. In the event, Hamas deploys or rejects this proposal, the above, including the scaled up aid operations, will proceed in the terror-free areas handed over from the IDF to the ISF. Basically, it's saying the IDF will continue doing work to get rid of Hamas. And once they do, then they turn it over, which is a way of annexing it, in my opinion. An interfaith dialogue process will be established based on the values of tolerance, peaceful coexistence, to try and change mindsets and narratives of Palestinians and Israelis by emphasizing, that's interesting, Palestinians and Israelis, by emphasizing the benefits that can be derived from peace. While Gaza redevelopment advances and when the PA reform program is faithfully carried out, the conditions may finally be in place for a credible pathway to Palestinian self-determination and statehood. Bro, that's big. That Israel's okay with this? This is a two-state solution. I know you're pessimistic, but point 19 is telling us they're working themselves towards a two-state solution. And Israel's okay with that. As long as, essentially, they don't have a military.
As long as points 1 through 19 are fully met.
As long as they don't have a military, is what it's saying. They're a state without a military.
Yeah, I mean, if you think that's going to work or they're going to be okay with that, maybe, I don't know.
Maybe, man. Maybe the people are like, hey, dude, this is a way better way of living than what we've had. The United States will establish a dialogue between Israel and the Palestinians to agree on a political horizon for peaceful and prosperous coexistence. Bro, if this happens, Trump will be named Man of the Century. I'm not joking. And he should be. If that happens and Palestinians get their own state and there's a two-state solution to this thing, even if that means Palestinians don't have a military, but there's like just peaceful coexistence with Israelis, he'll become more influential in this century than anybody else in the previous one.
But that's not a state, man. That's not a state without a military. Would you be okay with that if they were like, if Turkey and Azerbaijan were like, you know what, the only way Armenia survives this is they don't have a military? I mean, maybe you'd be okay with that. No, I wouldn't be okay with that. I wouldn't be okay with that because those countries don't have peaceful intentions towards Armenia, and they've proven that. The question is whether Israel actually has peaceful intentions towards the Palestinians. Yeah,
that's really the question. And Israel's kind of backed themselves into a corner here, in that they've always said, we don't want to be aggressive. We don't want to do all this stuff. They're forcing our hand by blowing up our coffee shops and attacking us and all this. If they didn't do any of that stuff, the common rhetoric of, if we put our guns down, we'll die. If they put their guns down, we'll have peace.
Yeah.
Okay, now is the time to prove that.
Yeah.
Like, actually. Very interesting. Breaking news. Trump had Bibi Netanyahu with him at the White House. And we will see. We will definitely see. Well, hey, folks. Thanks for hanging out with us. Tom, thanks for hanging out with me.
Yeah, man. This was fun.
For multiple days in a row for my birthday.
Yeah.
Not really.
It's been good.
But
I need a break. I need a vacation from you. After we eat dinner and hang out and stuff.
Dinner?
Lunch.
It's 3 o'clock.
Could be dinner.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Hey, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. We'll see you later on. Take care.
Peace.
God bless.